What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are checking out SCP-2295 Illustrated, the bear with a heart of Patchwork. Now, this video was requested quite a while ago, and it's been requested a few times. This video, the first time it was requested, was in tandem with the orange jelly guy, the tickle monster, that guy. They said react to some good SCPs, I remember that, so I've been waiting a while to react to this. We're going to react to this today. This video is obviously from SCP Illustrated. And yeah, man, we're going to get into this video. If you are new, be sure to subscribe. Once we hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, I will react to the top 22 scariest SCPs, which is like an hour-long video. I'll do the whole hour, 10-minute reaction to it. And yeah, and also follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. Trying to do daily streams over there. Join the Discord for updates and stuff like that. A lot of people have been joining the Discord, so welcome to all of you. And yeah, let's go.
Good day everyone, and welcome back to SCP Illustrated, entry log 88. Today we're going to be taking a look at SCP-2295, also known as the bear with a heart of Patchwork. Now, unlike my usual videos, this is a sweet SCP. It wants to do good in the world, so this is a nice little break from all the blood and guts we've been seeing recently. There's no content warning needed for this one, let's just get straight into it.
Hold on, I just want to bring something up. This is the date that it was created in real life, 26th of April 2015. It's safe, no warning, blah blah blah.
The following data release has been authorised by the following council members and administration staff. Memo from Dr. Incident 031143.
Dr. Erickson is currently under observation, but all of his tests have come back negative, and he seems perfectly fine to me. I can conclude that without the aid of SCP-2295, that Dr. Erickson certainly would have died of his injuries.
Rip.
It is fortunate that Dr. Erickson thought to utilize SCP-2295 in the few moments he had left. The organs that have been replaced by SCP-2295 are fully functional, and Dr. Erickson's body has not rejected them. We could list him for an organ transplant to replace the patchwork. However, I see no reason to. Following 24 hours of observation, he will be discharged.
So the bear patches you up, I guess. So this guy got an injury, life-threatening injury, obviously organ failure, all that stuff. This bear, he thought of to use the bear, and the bear done something and patched him up or put artificial organs in him, and now he's fine.
Description: SCP-2295 is a patchwork stuffed bear, approximately 0.46 meters from head to foot, and stuffed with synthetic fiber and cotton. SCP-2295 has a small anatomically correct pin of a heart on the left side of its thorax and a bow wrapped around its neck. The fabric and colour of SCP-2295's patches vary. Tests confirm that no components of SCP-2295 contain any anomalous chemical properties. SCP-2295 enters an active state when within 2 meters of a human sustaining major trauma to an organ. When in the proximity of 2 or more possible subjects, SCP-2295 will invariably choose the youngest subject. SCP-2295 will anomalously produce scissors, white thread, and either sewing needles or a crocheting hook from its mouth, and use any fabric and stuffing in close proximity to fashion an instance of SCP-2295-1, a patchwork imitation of the subject's organ.
Okay, so he can use all surrounding, I guess, material to create functioning organs. You know, one thing so he said he goes for the youngest person in the room. You know, one thing I never understood about save the youngest person, right, is, like, no offense, like, it might sound a bit barbaric, but it really depends on age. Like, okay, if it's a 60-year-old versus a 30-year-old, then yeah, pick the 30-year-old. But what if it's like a 5-year-old versus a 20-year-old? Then who do you save? You save the 5-year-old, or do you save the 20-year-old? I'm sure some people will be salty, but like at the end of the day, if you save the 5-year-old, and people always use the argument, well, the child has potential, you know, but what if the person is still very young, but is already of working age or whatever? Like, it's a sticky one, isn't it? I assume the child would be way easier to save if, like, they're drowning or some shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's move on.
SCP-2295-1 vanishes from sight, and the subject falls into a state of unconsciousness. SCP-2295-1 instances then replace the subject's damaged organ via anomalous means. The whereabouts of organs replaced this way are undetermined.
No, so
if there is no usable material in close proximity, SCP-2295 will use fabric and stuffing from itself. SCP-2295 regenerates 1 gram of stuffing every day until completely replacing any lost or used stuffing.
Okay.
Note that fabric used this way does not regenerate, and additional fabric must be placed near SCP-2295 for the purpose of self-mending.
So he can replenish stuffing, but his outer, I guess his skin, which would be the stuffing, the fabric around him, he cannot regenerate. You have to give him like blankets or whatever, like some other type of fabric to fix himself, which is cool. I don't know. Has anyone ever been to Build-A-Bear? I don't know if that's. I'm assuming it's not just a UK thing, but I went to Build-A-Bear once. It was alright, you know. It was a very, very long time ago though. When I built a bear and it had like a karate uniform on, you know. Never mind. Let's move on.
Instances of SCP-2295-1 successfully carry out their respective functions, despite the numerous expected biological, chemical, and medical incompatibilities.
Yeah.
Once within the subject, adjacent tissues and veins attach to the imitated organ without observable complications. There have been no cases of rejected SCP-2295-1 instances, and all subjects recorded at the time of writing made full recoveries.
Jesus.
Special containment procedures. SCP-2295 is to be kept in a standard containment locker within Storage Wing 25 in Site-37. Personnel with Level 3 or higher security clearance are authorized to perform tests on SCP-2295 after filling out the appropriate paperwork. Please contact Dr. Gurgis if required. Access to SCP-2295 is expected to exceed 24 hours.
So they just keep him in a locker? It's a bit unfair. It's not very nice. Oh wait, didn't they say though that he only becomes animated when there's people within 2 feet of him or something? So maybe when there's no one near him and he's in a locker like this, he's just a regular stuffed bear, you know?
Test log 2295. Testing approved to test the limitations of SCP-2295. Materials provided within testing chamber. Subject D2353, 38 years old. Diagnosis: lungs heavily damaged as a result of 25 years of smoking. Notes: SCP-2295 creates SCP-2295-1 using 1 black textile swatch and 1 red textile swatch. New lungs act at a capacity similar to those of healthy adult lungs. Subject D3452, 50 years old. Diagnosis: frequent heart palpitations and severe atherosclerosis. Notes:
What's atherosclerosis? Is it like when your arteries get fucked up, right? It must be when the arteries are dying or some shit. That would not be good, bro. Frequent palpitations is when your heart speeds up for no reason once. No reason, right? I think that I had that happen to me once, right? But I think that's also a side effect of drinking too much caffeine. Like my friend, right? He used to drink so much Coke, like the regular Coke, and he used to have heart palpitations all the time.
SCP-2295 crochets SCP-2295-1 using various surrounding yarns. SCP-2295-1 observed to have a heartbeat before vanishing. Transfer successful. How SCP-2295-1 manages to perform function despite absorbent properties of materials and multiple gaps in design is unknown. Symptoms no longer present in subject. Subject D7894, 24 years old. Diagnosis: first and second degree burns ranging throughout upper torso, left lateral and right leg.
Left lateral. So my man had burns all the way from up here, down his left side of his back to his leg. Bro, what the fuck were you doing, man, to get that? Burns are some of the worst injuries, bro, I swear to God. I've had a few burns, man, and oh my God, it's just, it's not very nice.
E7894 sedated during testing. Notes. SCP-2295 sews two 5x5 meter sections of patchwork fabric. SCP-2295 cuts appropriately sized swatches and manually places one layer onto subjects' affected areas, creating multiple instances of SCP-2295-1, and then repeats this process. The created SCP-2295-1 layers act as a dermis and epidermis, and, upon recovery, D-7894 claims to have retained feeling in replaced skin. Subject makes full recovery. So,
he replaces the skin layers, right? That's dermis and epidermis, right? So, this guy's skin doesn't regrow over it. The patchwork just acts like skin. So, he has patchwork on him, right?
Subject, D-2723, 18 years old. Diagnosis, cerebral hemorrhaging. Notes. SCP-2295 grasps various materials in its proximity in a distressed state for approximately 1 minute. SCP-2295 then anomalously produces a Dove milk chocolate king-size candy bar and offers it to the subject.
Hold on, so we're not allowed to know the brand of the candy bar.
SCP-2295 spends rest of test embracing the subject's lower right leg while anomalously producing a saline solution from its eyes.
Okay.
Addendum 2295.
That's fucked up.
Document 2295 was recovered, taped to SCP-2295 inside the site of a crashed mail delivery vehicle. Document 2295 is a red Get Well card with the text Kairos the Bear written on the front cover.
Kairos.
Contents of Document 2295. To Tommy, because only time can mend all wounds. Love, Grammy.
Is that his origin?
And that concludes SCP-2295.
Alright, so that is the end of that video, man. That was very, very interesting. Very nice SCP. Shout out to him. He obviously is a very nice fella, okay? So, you know, what a legend of the game. I mean, it's a pretty cool SCP, very, very useful. I mean, I want more information of, like, where it came from. I'm assuming that last bit was, like, he was meant to be a gift, I guess, and maybe it was made by that guy's grandma. I don't know. You guys will probably let me know in the comments, man. A pretty cool SCP, to be fair. It's always nice, you know, in the plethora. What a word, by the way. I get to use that in a video. Proud of myself. Like, we check out a plethora of all of these fucking crazy SCPs and organizations. Like, the last... Let me go look at the last 5 things I've reacted to, right? Okay, so the last 5 SCP things I've reacted to. Church of the Broken God, Sarkicism, right? Cain and Abel, the Shy Guy, Abel, the lizard, like Serpent's Hand. Like, it's nice to get a very nice SCP, bro. Like, it's nice to mix it up because the SCP universe, while barbaric, you know, a lot of things are crazy. There's still a few very nice SCPs out there trying to do good. So yeah, shout out to this guy, man. It's pretty cool. Not sure how all the science works, and neither do the SCP Foundation apparently, but you know, that's standard, I guess. They don't really understand how most things work, do they? But yeah, man, that is the end of this video, man. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to check out the SCP playlist down below. Check me out on Twitch, and I'll see you all next time.